Another day, another beautiful afternoon. At any time, I'm going to be invited into this very important Zoom meeting with Karen and Orthur. Good afternoon, Karen and Orthur. Thank you for having me on this important meeting.
Good afternoon, Joseph. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you all doing?
We're doing fine as well. Anyways, we're holding this meeting because we're planning to go to Disneyland in 2 weeks, and I was wondering if you would like to join us.
You know what? That is actually an excellent idea. I want to go to Disneyland with you too, because I haven't been there in years. And I especially want to go on the Casey Jr. train ride, my favorite ride at Disneyland.
Alright then, I'm very happy for this too, and I too haven't gone to Disneyland in years. But I will be buying us plane tickets, and tickets to Disneyland.
I'm also very excited to go to Disneyland because I wasn't able to when I was living with my parents, since I was getting grounded on a daily basis. Not anymore, now I can finally go whenever I want. And I am especially excited to go on the rides at Disneyland.
Anyways, here are the details. The flight leaves TheGoAnimator City for Los Angeles at 2:30 in the afternoon, exactly 2 weeks from today. And we will be in Anaheim for a week, visiting Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. And yes, we can go on kiddie rides at both parks.
That is really good news. I cannot wait to go back to Disneyland, first time in such a long time. And I am especially happy I'm going with you and Orthur. No more getting grounded on a daily basis.
No need to worry about getting grounded, at least for a week. We're going to go on kiddie rides at Disneyland. And we're also going to be watching CoComelon on Netflix while we're not at Disneyland. So we're going to have a really good time. Here is the plan. Karen and I are going to meet you at the park, just like we did when we took you to the CoComelon concert a few months ago. And from there, we're going to the airport.
Anyways, Orthur and I have to get going for now, because we are going to more stores to try and complain to their managers. However, we can't wait to go to Disneyland. So we'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good rest of your afternoon, Joseph.
And you have a fantastic rest of your afternoon as well, Joseph, and same to you, Karen. We'll see you in 2 weeks. I cannot wait for the trip to Disneyland.
Wow, can't believe that I'm finally going to Disneyland, after so many years. And I especially am looking forward to riding Casey Jr. Circus Train, my favorite ride at Disneyland. This is going to be the very best moment of my entire life. Better than having to do a lot of homework every single day. Yeah, Disneyland. Here we are, after such a long time.
And we are going to have a lot of fun for the next week or so, especially going on kiddie rides like Casey Jr. Circus Train.
And we were also going to make sure that we won't have to wait in a long line. If we do end up in a long line, I'm going to make everyone in the line move faster so that we can get on the ride sooner.
Good call, Karen. I really like your thinking. With that said, let's head on over to Casey Jr. Circus Train, my favorite ride ever at Disneyland. Oh no, is it just me, or do we have to wait in a long line?
Joseph, don't you worry. I'm going to make sure that we get on the Casey Jr. train ride in no time.
Can you at least make the line move faster, Karen?
Don't you worry, Joseph. I'm going to make sure that we get on the ride soon. If not, we're going to use TheGoAnimator logic to move to the front of the line.
I don't want to wait in line forever. I want to go on Casey Jr. Circus Train right now.
Joseph, like I said, we can use TheGoAnimator logic to move to the front of the line, and we will go on the ride soon. Don't you worry. I want to go on Casey Junior Circus train. I want to go on Casey Junior Circus train. I want to go on Casey Junior Circus train. I want to go on Casey Junior Circus train. I want to go on Casey Junior Circus train. I want to go on Casey Junior Circus train. Karen, Orthur, please do something about this.
My goodness, a kid who is about 11 or 12 years old, acting like a 3-year-old. This is totally out of the ordinary.
I know, right? Doesn't he know that he has to wait his turn because the train hasn't yet arrived?
I know, right? He should be ashamed of himself for the way he behaves in public. Throwing a childish tantrum. Hey, I demand that you move to the back of the line, because you're in our place in line, you know that. Excuse me, but we were here before you arrived here.
That is not true. We were actually here before you, but you decided to cut in line, in front of us. And do you want to know something?
I don't think so. We were here for 10 minutes, but you 3 just arrived. So you'll have to wait until the train comes.
For your information, we own the line, and we were always at the front. So I demand you move to the back of the line, otherwise you will be receiving a call from my lawyer.
That has got to be the silliest comment I have ever heard.
Karen, I'm so glad we never had to wait 15 minutes to get on the train. You're the best.
No, thank you for getting the train to arrive faster.
And Joseph, because of you, we're having the best day at Disneyland, ever.
Say, I think there's a song I would like to sing. The wheels on the train go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the train go round and round, all through Disneyland.
And who still sings the wheels on the bus, and they're 11 or 12 years old? Does anyone have an idea where Joseph could be right now? He said he was going for a walk, but he hasn't been back for several hours.
I have no idea, but we need to find him, as soon as possible, and he's going to be in so much trouble when he gets home. I think he may be hanging out with his friends who are troublemakers.
Hey Mom and Dad, I need to tell you that Joseph went to Disneyland with Karen and Orthur. I saw the itinerary on his computer.
Oh. My goodness. I can't believe he is hanging out with Karen, and he went to Disneyland with his troublemaker friends. He really is going to be in so much trouble.
Thanks for telling us, Arthur. Let's get DW and Kate and head on over to Disneyland.
And I have an idea. Let's get there by means of GoAnimate logic.
Good idea, Arthur.
Wow, that was the best day I have ever had in my life, finally going on my favorite ride in Disneyland.
Now, what other ride are you thinking about going on next?
I was thinking, It's a Small World, my other favorite ride.
Alright then, let's head over there.
Mom, Dad, Arthur, DW, Kate, what are you all doing here?
What does it look like to you, Joseph Christopher Reed? You're in big trouble, not only for sneaking off to Disneyland, but also for hanging out with Karen and Orthur. We told you millions of times not to hang out with them because they're troublemakers. Let's go home now, using GoAnimate logic.
I was having the best moment of my entire life, but then you have to ruin the moment for me. How could you?
Joseph, that is enough. You're coming home with us, and that's final.
I don't want to go home, 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 I don't want to go home. I want to stay here at Disneyland.
Joseph. No! We're going home, you're grounded, and that is final. Don't, ever, hang out with troublemakers anymore. Now, using GoAnimate logic, let's go home.
Go upstairs to your room now, and think about what you did. Your mother and I will discuss it with you in about 10 to 15 minutes.
Joseph Christopher Reed. Stop it! Just stop it!